What's going on, boys? Joy-Con James here, and I hope you're all doing well. Now, I was a bit hesitant to cover this topic because it's already blown up and been covered by other much bigger channels like Game Explain and Nintendo Life. However, I still think that now, after receiving some, information and some guidance from other people, that it is worth mentioning, especially because of what potentially could come out of it and how cool this could be. So, if you're not aware, although I'm sure most of you probably are, it was recently discovered the other day on Twitter that Breath of the Wild NPCs are actually created from Mii data. So, if you look at a classic Mii, any Mii that you see can then be put from your Mii maker, pretty much, into Breath of the Wild as an NPC. That's how it works. All NPCs in Breath of the Wild were first made as Miis. And a modder discovered this recently the other week and it blew up. Now, the reason why this is important is because that modder is now taking requests for your character's own Miis, any custom Miis. You pay her, she will put them in the game for you as an NPC and you can see what it looks like. Now, this is really cool. She's already received a lot of requests and I'm sure there's many possible Miis that people want to see in the game and combinations that people are really looking forward to imagining in Breath of the Wild. I mean, the amount of Peter Griffin requests she's already got is probably outrageous, but it's really interesting to imagine what you can actually do. Now, there are some limitations, obviously. She has mentioned that glasses sometimes don't work. If your Mii has glasses, they won't be transferred over to Breath of the Wild. If they have like moles or some moustaches, or if you move stuff up and down too much, that won't properly be translated. But most parts, of the Mii do work. There are some hairstyles that don't work, but for the most part, if your Mii is fairly simple and doesn't do any kind of wacky, crazy stuff, it will work in Breath of the Wild. And the reason why this is important is because there is now a genuine possibility and chance that we could have Etika as an NPC in Breath of the Wild. That's nuts. That's crazy. That would be like the first time we see Etika in an actual official Nintendo game. Now, obviously, he's not technically officially been made for the game. The closest we've ever got is Smash with the Miis. But even then, an NPC in the style of Breath of the Wild's format as Etika. Can you imagine Etika in Breath of the Wild as an NPC? How amazing would that look? Like, I really want to know how much this looks. So I've decided to fork out the money. I followed her tutorial. She put up a guide on how to actually extract the Mii data, send it to her, and then pay her, blah blah blah. So I've done all that on behalf of all of you boys. So no need to, spend more of your own money. I've took the bullet for you boys. Don't worry, I've got you. And I'm going to make another video updating you all on what it looks like. I'm very excited. So I've sent the information for the Mii over. I had to tweak a few things here and there, but for the most part, the Etika Mii looks like this. So that is what I'm going to be sending over to her. And soon, when she is ready to start doing them, because she's probably received hundreds of commissions already from people wanting to see their own Miis, joke characters, meme characters, Peter Griffin, quite a lot of Peter Griffin requests. When she's got through all the requests and she sends back mine, we are going to see what an Etika in Breath of the Wild NPC will look like, and I have not been more excited for anything in the last year so far. Well, not much has gone on this year, to be fair, so it's not like I've had much to be excited about, but this is the most exciting thing that's happened so far of 2021, the fact that we can potentially see Etika in Breath of the Wild as an NPC. So I've paid her, I've given her the Mii data, so it is now only a matter of time. I will of course make a next video update on the actual situation and when it finally gets back to me, what it looks like. I'm very excited, and I hope you boys are as well. That's all from me. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate the support as always, boys, and as a great man once said, please have yourselves a damn good one.